All right, good morning, YouTube fam, and welcome to another episode of Roselle Simpson TV Fishing At. All right, family, it is 28 degrees outside right now. I think last night it got down as low as 25, 26, and I'm not going fishing. So, this episode, y'all gonna get me cooking the trout that I was gifted in a previous video, which you probably just saw. Hey, Dad, y'all must have torn them up.
We didn't get them all.
Got them all. Whoo, y'all tore them up. All right. That'll do me and Mama right there. All right. That's good. Appreciate it. All right, fam, it is so cold in my garage that I literally marinated the trout in lemon juice, salt, and pepper last night, and I left it here in the garage. Didn't even put it in the refrigerator. That's how freaking cold it is, fam. Whoo-wee. That smells good. All right, so we're gonna put some paper towel out so we can dry each one of those off. Go ahead and get our frying pan. Oh, let me let Lady Red know that we're about to start cooking. And that way she can cook eggs or whatever. And I cooked grits yesterday, so I think we had leftover grits. She's gonna warm those up. This should take me about 10, 12 minutes, and we'll be done. One of the problems with using a butane stove, with it being so cold out here, that butane's gonna be a little bit sluggish. But it'll get the job done. All right, fam, we're gonna use regular, just Crisco pure vegetable oil. That's what I got down here. We don't wanna stay out here in this cold garage too long. We're kind of shallow frying this morning, so about that much. And I actually had some fish grease already. And fam, this is a little hack I use. I have probably about 8 of these mugs, insulated mugs. So this one I use for my fish grease. You can put the fish grease in there. It can handle the temperature. I can close the lid so I don't have to worry about any bugs or anything getting in there. And it just sits safely over here in the corner. So if you have extra of these insulated mugs, it makes a perfect grease holder. And I didn't have to go out and pay $10, $15 for some type of special apparatus to strain my grease. I'll strain it myself when I pour it out. Boom. And what I have is a mix of just regular old cheap fish fry. And I actually took some crab ball. And I put, it's probably about a 3-to-1 ratio. Just regular old cheap fish. Just regular old cheap fish fry. And I mixed in a little crab ball. Give it that little extra kick or whatever. And bam, it came out perfect. So whatever you do, make it about 3-to-1, 3 parts fish fry, 1 part crab ball. Well, I'll do a separate video on that and we'll mix some up and we'll try to get it to taste. You'll have to get it to your preferred taste. All right, now let's go ahead and get this fish prepared. And since I marinated this in salt and pepper and lemon juice, one of my friends pointed out to me, he gave me a call one day. He said, you know, you kind of pre-cooking that fish by using that lemon juice and letting it marinate for more than, 10 or 15 minutes. I said, I'm aware. At the time, I really wasn't. I never thought about it, but he's right. We're kind of cooking the fish, kind of like a ceviche, but hey, we're ahead of the game. Look how pretty that is, man. Beautiful trout meat. All right, fam, let's try a small piece. Oh yeah, it's ready. She ready. I said that's gonna be a shallow fry, but that's pretty decent. comments if y'all had fried trout. Let your boy know. And how did you like fried trout? And what's your favorite kind of fish, fam? I don't know if I put it in the video or not, but one of those trout was so thick that I thought it actually had like roe in it. It was praying. I believe that is the fillet. That thing is thick as all get out, fam. Ooh, ooh. All right, now we got good, even real estate. Y'all are getting this real time. Probably gonna be about 10, 12 minutes because that's what it takes us to cook this fish. All right, fam. All right, it's gonna be better to turn this with a spatula and not tongs, because it does get a little bit flimsy doing the turn. I can see bones right there, so that's gonna be my piece. I try not to give my mother-in-law or my wife fish with too many bones. They're not seasoned fish eaters like myself. I grew up in the South, man. We ate fish every Friday. Then when I moved here to Louisiana, with this being a Catholic-based region, then people ate fish here on Friday. So I spent a lot of my Fridays eating fish. All right, family, I'm starting to pull them as they look done. One of the problems I'm having is with it being so cold out here, that fire is not as hot as I would like for it to be. I like that grease to be like 375, 400, and it's not quite as hot as I would like. So I'm having to cook it longer, and that's gonna make it absorb a little more oil. So hopefully we can soak this. And Lady Red is a texture person. I'm thinking this trout. Now that one there is good and firm, but I'm thinking this trout may not be her favorite. All right, fam, let's take a little small sample bite. Boom. It's okay. If that grease was hotter, with it being in that oil for so long, it made it a little bit chewy. And I'm not sure, Lady Red, the seasoning, the marinade, everything, perfection. But staying in that oil for so long, I think made it a little chewy. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be a favorite. But since we're gonna be eating eggs and grits along with the fish, maybe she can take it and kind of crunch it up into her fish. Now this would make a good taco. All right, fam, so we're gonna go ahead, finish this batch, put the next batch in, and then we'll come back and we'll close this out. All right, I was just telling the fam that I'm not sure you're gonna like this, the texture. The flavoring came out well.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? All right. To me, it was just a little more chewy than like a catfish or whatever.
It's
But
not
that's
as
because
soft.
the grease didn't get, I couldn't get the grease hot because of the temperature.
So this is the
This
trout.
is the trout.
That's pretty good.
All
Not
right.
as good as gar.
All right, not as good as gar. Gar is her favorite fish, the hardest fish to prepare. Here, baby, for you and your mom.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking this.
Oh, my mine's crispier. Is the water hot enough now? The grease?
No, it's not gonna get.
It's coming.
I tell you, that's how cold it is. It's not gonna get unless you want to try to put it in the air fryer.
Yeah, put mine in the air fryer.
Well, that's gonna be yours. All right, fam. We're gonna try to put it in the air fryer and finish crisping it up. I told y'all she's a texture person. We got room for one more of the seasoned veterans. All right, fam. In the comments below, tell me. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I can adapt to anything. If I like my fish hard fried, but it's soft fried, I'll eat it. I don't have to have a particular seasoning or particular. I just like to eat. But Lady Red is like, no, if it ain't like I like it, I ain't gonna like it. All right, fam, let's hit that. We're gonna put it on 10 minutes, 400 degrees. Once again, if you're new to the channel, we used to have, this is a Chefman air fryer, but we used to have the, what I call it, the oven style, where it had the 3 racks, and you could open the door, slide them in and out. You could cook 3 different meals or whatever. They were spaced about an inch and a half apart. Well, our second one broke in a 4.5 year period. So this time we tried the drawer kind. Has 2 separate drawers, and we'll do a total review on this one. But so far, I think Lady Red said that she prefers the kind that we had. So if they're good for 2 years, 2.5 years, we'll just keep rolling like that. Boom. Cheers. It ain't bad, fam. If I can get that air fryer to crisp that up in the next 5 minutes or so, oh yeah. Stay tuned. Man, I will share this with y'all. One cool feature about this air fryer. When you turn on this air fryer and say I put this on 10 minutes and I wanted to do some French fries and say they took 5 minutes. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I can set this where, and I haven't learned how yet, but I can set it where they both finish at the same time. You can start them out together and they have the French fries start cooking 7 minutes into the cook, and they all finish the same time, so you can eat all at the same time. I like that feature. All right, fam, we got about 2 more minutes on the fish. The first batch, I went ahead and put some in the second batch, so let's see what it looks like. I believe that would be up to her liking. That's still not. All right, fam, let's go ahead and let that finish the next 2 minutes. Let's see what we're working with. I don't think that trout is gonna be a firm fish. Even though our grease wasn't hot enough, I just don't think that trout is ever gonna get catfish firm. All right, 1 minute left. I think that's as firm as it goes. Yeah, I just don't think trout gets that firm.
Okay.
You want yours in, Mom? Tell Mom to be careful. There may be a pin bone or 2 in there. Just be careful. All right.
That's hers.
And this one here seems like it's really
That's
firm.
okay, I'll take that one.
And the extra, I got mine.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so you ready for your plate? You want me to bring your plate out?
I'll bring mine in.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, fam, and there you have it. That's how we do it here in the Simpson house. Somebody commented the other day, Rosa, you just keep it real. I'm not, what's his name, AB or whatever. I don't have any fancy studio. I just show y'all real life and how I do it every day. I cook fish in the garage because I don't like the fish smell in the house. It's easy to clean up with my little setup out here. We even moved the air fryer out here so we wouldn't have the air fryer smell in the house. All right, fam, so this one is done. There's nothing else in there. I actually could put this in that one, but this is mine. It has 5 minutes left, but I think this video is going on long enough, so we're gonna go ahead and bring it in for a close. Lady Red's happy with her results. I'm gonna be more than happy with mine because I'm actually been snacking on these. Oh, another feature that the air fryer had. Halfway through, it beeps for you to turn your fish over, or it's called the shake feature. So if you have fries in here or whatever, you can shake them at that time. And yeah. All right, fam. All right, fam. So we're gonna go ahead and let this finish. And we're gonna go ahead and bring this video in for a landing. So fam, cold weather, 27 degrees. You might not get a whole lot of fishing for the next 2 or 3 weeks, but you will get content. So fam, if y'all enjoyed this video, give her a thumbs up. And if y'all love what we're doing here at Fishing That, consider becoming a subscriber. I said Fishing That. If you love what we're doing here at Roselle Simpson TV, consider becoming a outtake. All right, fam. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this video in for a landing. And if you like this video, give her a thumbs up. And if you love what we do here at Roselle Simpson TV, consider becoming a subscriber. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we drop one of these awesome videos. It's your boy Rosie. Peace.